Hi all, welcome to i-tutor Academy. In today's session, we will cover with the Unit 10 of Mmpc 007. In last video, we covered Unit 9. So, Unit 10 is Short Business Correspondence. What are the objectives of this chapter? Understand the significance of business correspondence, understand various types of business letters, and develop the skills set to write effective business letters. And structure of this unit are there is an introduction, concept of business correspondent, purpose of business correspondent, types of business correspondent, foreign words and phrases, business letter, types of business letters, personalized stand letters, memorandum, email writing, summary of this unit are there, and keywords, self-assessment questions also there. Okay, so let's begin with the introduction part. Business correspondence plays a pivotal role as communication with all the stakeholders is very important. All the stakeholders connected with the business contribute at their respective levels. Timely, sequential, and systematic communication with the stakeholders results in enhancing the productivity of the business and also helps in developing long lasting relationships. Every business unit has to be clear in defining its terms and conditions of operating their business, and the same terms and conditions have to be communicated precisely to all the stakeholders concerned. It bridges the gap between all the parties involved in the business. Different type of correspondence are being used in businesses, and they are drafted as per the situation. And the business correspondence has to be clear, concise, and accurate, as every business correspondence reflects the image of the writer or the organization which it represents. The business correspondence has to be free from any bias and must be written with a decent business tone without hurting the dignity of the reader. This unit discusses different type of business correspondence. And concept of business correspondent, what is the concept? The business correspondent is the lifeline of every business, and correspondence, whether it is verbal or written, can have a huge impact on the bottom line, profitability, and productivity of any organization. Proper drafted email, structured approach in offline and online meeting, systematic webinar, well defined inter and intra departmental communication all play an important role in defining the success of an organization. And proper business correspondence has taken a prominent place in today's business world, as the success and failure of an organization are largely dependent on the quality of communication taking place. And business correspondence includes both written and oral communication. Letters, email, reports, memos are all formal and part of commercial and business activities. So are interviews, meeting, conferences, presentations, and negotiations. And the purpose of business correspondence in business communication, the way one write any form of business letters makes a lot of differences. There are a number of letters of different forms being written in any organization, therefore it becomes important to understand the purpose of business correspondence. And the following points given an idea about the purpose of business correspondence. First one is maintaining proper relationship. The purpose of business correspondence is governed by the fact that it facilitates effective and proper communication which does not cost too much to the business as well. And organizational goodwill. An organization's growth can increase due to systematic business correspondence. The way an organization addresses a client's queries, their feedback, complaints, and stakeholders' issues, and create a goodwill of any organization slowly and gradually and enhance its credibility. Reduce employees turnover. Organization in which employees are satisfied and earnestly engaged and involved with their work have much lower turnover rates. So next is increases productivity of employees. Today employees operate in a world where there is information overloaded. So identifying the right source of information meticulously and scanning the right and appropriate information is very cumbersome and takes lots of employees productive time. Okay, so increase productivity of employees and improves customer satisfaction and retention. Proper business correspondence can help any organization with repetitive sales. It is said that it is easy to lose a customer, but twice as tough to bring an unsatisfied customer back to the organization. And proper, clear, and transparent businesses correspondence can help in portraying the right image of the organization in the eye of its customer. And we know that there are different type of business correspondence, so let us now discuss these type of the following sections. What are the types of business correspondence? There are different types of business correspondence, and the frequency of use of them varies from organization to organization, and the correspondence types which are used in the almost all organization are mentioned below. First one is internal correspondence. Internal correspondence may be a written communication between departments, employees, micro units, and various regional branches, zones, and branches of an organization. The internal correspondence may be formal or informal. Usually, regular internal correspondence is less formal, like the manager issuing some instructions to his or her team. Email is often the most common tool while sending internal correspondence, and other internal correspondence including appraisal letter, letters of dismissal, letters of appreciation, formal request, etc. And next is external correspondence. External correspondence may occur amongst two organizations or between one organization and its customer. And external correspondence is mainly made to sponsors, government offices, vendors, prospective clients, suppliers, financial firms, accounting and law firms, creditors, donors, business affiliates, etc. And sales correspondence may consist of a purchase order, may marketing letters, promotional offer letters, sales report, new scheme letters, discount offer letters, invoices, and letters of order confirmation, collective letters. Every sales correspondent has to be meticulously drafted. Promotional offer letters need to be authentic, should not contain any hidden information, and must not mislead the customers. And personalized correspondence, this type of correspondence is customized and tailor made, and suitable example include appreciation notes, thank you letters, expressing gratitude letters of condolence and sympathy, letters of congratulations and good wishes, letters of the seasonal greetings. Personal correspondence letters might not have an ardent formal tune of the conversation, and they can be sent through email, but a physical drafted letter is appreciated as it has personal warmth and touch. And circulars. Circulars refers to notices which are sent to many people in an organization. They might be new announcements, new advancements, or new office policies having new instructions, or even new office protocols. The circulars are focused to reach many readers and are usually kept in a generic tune as they cater to numerous people who receive them. And routine correspondence, this type of correspondence is related to routine issues. Common type of routine correspondence include invitation replies, letters of appointment, enquiries, and acknowledgements. These were the basic type of correspondence, and delving deeper, let us now discuss the various type of business letters. Foreign words and phrases are here. Words and phrases form an important part of any communication. In business correspondence, also words and phrases play an important role. So, these words and phrases are mostly of Latin and French origin, and they are being given here so that if you come across them, you do not face any difficult in understanding their meaning, unhooked for particular purpose. So, like that, from here their foreign words and its meaning is here. You just go through your Ignou study material Mmpc 007, the chapter unit 10. Okay, so 36 words are there and its meaning also there, and you just go through it, and in case any doubts you just call us anytime or contact us through our comment box. Next is business letter. What is business letter? The art of letter writing dates back to all time, and in present time it also letters are indeed an important source of communicating the messages, and business letters are usually written for persuading potential customers to buy some product, answering the queries, and replying to customers feedback, asking or giving quotations, collecting dues, and maintaining relationships with the stakeholders. In order to write a good business letter, few requisite and should always be kept in mind, such as the knowledge of the language, proper punctuation, purpose, and intent of the letter, concise style of writing, and maintaining authenticity. and the writer should be very clear about the procedures, policy, protocol, rules and regulations of the organization, as letters not only represent the person who sent it but also represent the image and goodwill of the organization. A properly drafted business letter can become an impactful mouthpiece of an organization. For a business letter to be fresh, sprightly and readable, there is no better way to begin than by a thorough house cleaning, and begin by throwing out all surplus words and read over every sentence of your letter and ask yourself, is this word really necessary, and will the meaning change if I remove these words? And remember, in a business letter every word must earn its place, and there is absolutely no place for parasite words in a crisp piece of writing. Okay, so that is about business letter. Type of business letters. As we have learned that business letter should have clarity and should relay the right message, so it is therefore important to learn how these letters are framed and for what purpose. So refusal letters, and if they are not too often, letters of refusal must be both tactful and friendly, and they should have the recipient with the impression that the invitation was not only welcome but it is turned down for a genuine reason. There are some do's and don'ts for a refusal letter. So these are do's: express gratitude for the reader and use soft and mellow words, mention the authentic reason for refusal and give importance to the sender's effort, and close the letter on a futuristic note. Refer to appendix A for the specimen of a refusal letter. Okay, so and there is specimen, so you just go through your study material. There is appendix A from this chapter, and so you just refer for the specimen of refusal letter. Then acceptance letter. So there is appendix B. There is also specimen letter for acceptance letter. Otherwise you can google it for this also, there is available. So letters accepting an invitation to an organization annual banquet and to lunch or dinner at someone's place, or to any other event requiring prior preparation, should be sent within 2 days of receiving the invitation. While conveying pleasure at being invited and anticipations of the event, their degree of formality or informality, readers should take their cues from the invitation itself. And obviously, a chatty note inviting you to launch at a friend's club will be answered in an informal way, while an invitation to the organization's annual banquet will require a more formal reply. So, it is a good plan to reiterate the time, place and the date of the meeting, just to make sure there will be no misunderstanding. And next is order letter. So there is also reference appendix C, you just refer. And the letters related to the ordering of goods services are most prominent to an organization. Business orders are usually routine letters, and their effectiveness totally depend on the accuracy of the detail they hold, and replace to orders and treated as opportunities to build up goodwill and relationship with the new customers, uncertain customers and regained customers, as well as long standing loyal customers. And the order letter must have the following details also. Six details are there, you just go through it. And inquiry letter. The most common letter in business are buyers inquires about goods and services. So today a good deal of information about goods and prices is conveyed by telephone, mobile, social media platforms and emails, but everyone may not have these facilities and prefer to use letters, so that they have a document and record for references. And refer to appendix D for specimen of inquiry letter. And collection letter is there. That is usually collection letters are written to customers who have bought things availed of services on credit, and their bill are still unpaid or outstanding. So there are some debtors who might pay the amount immediately while receiving a text message, letter or email, but others may not, like that. So an application letter is there. A letter of application, also known as cover letter, is document along with the candidate resume, which provide additional information about his or her skill set, expertise and relevant work experience. Okay, so there is an application letter. So it is important that if you are a prospective candidate and applying for position, you should follow the following: use your own style, be concise, letter should not be of more than one page, and use simple language without jargons and complex sentences. And refer appendix F for specimen layout of an application or letter, covering letter. Okay, and sales promotion letter. So many type of letters are in the business field, so you just go through this, you just aware about what all letters are there in business letter, right? And sales letter are commonly used for giving information about product, service, and persuading prospective customers to buy the product. And next is attracting the attention. Okay, under the sales letter, closely follow the following four stages of the selling process. There is attract attention, create interest and desire, win confidence, motivation, and actions. Okay, so creating interest and desire, you just go through your mmbc 007 and unit 10. Okay, and refer this section and read it. And so you can refer appendix G for specimen of this letter. Activity 1 is here under this subsection, so you just refer that. Next is personalize the stand letter. Okay, it is true that the business relation and maintained formally and professionally. So however, there are certain situations where customized, tailored, made correspondence has to be done with all the stakeholders to maintain long-term relationships. And personalized and letters can include letters of condolence, sympathy, thank you letter, congratulations, good wishes letters, like that. So the specimen also you will get from appendix H, appendix I, and appendix J, so you just refer. And the personalized letters of complaints, also in any business there will be some mistakes and misshapes. So you may not get the goods and services as you had expected on and ordered. If things go wrong, then with your order you have to inform the supplier about the problem and see that the faults are corrected and adjustments are made, like that. So you just refer all these appendices for the letter specimen. Okay, next is memorandum. What is memorandum? Memorandum or memo, or this is a common thing, or maybe all of signifies it's a reminder or a note as well. It is generally used for communication within an organization only. It may contain any prime announcements, policies, or new procedures or rules to be adopted within an organization. Furthermore, it is typically written as common communication within an organization. It can be used to update a team on activities, the latest development for a given project, or to inform a selected cluster inside an organization of a happening action or observance. A memo purpose is typically to inform, however, it sometimes include a part of persuasion or a decision to action. Every organization has informal and formal communication channel and network. The unofficial formal communication network inside an organization is typically known as the grapevine, and it is typically characterized by rumor, gossip, and insinuation. And in a grapevine, one person might hear some information and go around and the organization passing the information to other people. And the sole objective of using a business memo is to convey a message which must be concise and efficient. And the formatting of the memo should frame the document as easy to read and navigate and as comprehensible as possible. And the unique formatting details such as colors and font vary from organization to organization and usually depend upon the guidelines framed by the management of the organization. Memo should clarify the following information in the header, normally at the top of the document. So there is date, to CC is there, that is optional, the name or title of anyone else who will receive a copy if applicable, that is about CC, and from and subject is there. Okay, and appendix L, you will get the specimen of memorandum. Activity 2 is here, so you just do it. And next is email writing. All of you know what is email. Everything, Gmail is there, Yahoo is there. These are all email we are sending. A well drafted email can make the difference between a successful organization or unsuccessful one. A properly drafted email can turn a prospective customer into a potential client. Email communication can vary depending on various factors, including the nature of industry, organization, the profit it operates in. The language of an email differ when we are addressing a superior or a peer, or if we are writing to one or several recipients, or if we are writing across countries, cultures and organization as well. The features of well drafted email writing are include a comprehensible subject line, okay, and always use an appropriate salutation. The salutation are many times debated. Few argues that you should always use a formal greeting. This solely depend on the recipient and the rapport you have with them, okay. That is the salutation. And shorthand form should be used with the only well known acquaintance, and everyone wish to save time in organizations, so people prefer shortcut and shorthands. Writing in shorthands to an internal team of the organization or to one's own team can still be accepted. Next is be aware of using humor or colloquialism across different cultures, and consider the purpose of your email and think before you smile. Okay, emojis have crept into formal and informal communication nowadays. So with the increase of email and text communication, it is impossible to see facial expression. So people add smiley faces to pass their messages impressively to others. And do not hit reply all or CC for everyone. One should be very clear and accurate about the recipient of the email. Reply in a timely fashion. And a timely reply to an email usually within 24 hours show your concern and consideration. And always spell check. Spelling mistakes are considered one. And it is all about the context. At the end, the crux is the context. Email not only carry the image of an individual who writes it, but also image of the organization as well. Okay, so reference of the email also there in appendix M. Okay, and summary of this unit is here. Business correspondence plays a very important role and is very important and crucial for every organization for maintaining long-term relations with all its stakeholders. Proper and timely business correspondent do impact the image of the organization and vice versa. Business correspondence should always be clear, concise, and accurate so that the message is sent exactly the way it has been planned and conceived. There are various type of business correspondence that are used based on different situations, and we learned different type of business letters like order letter, refusal letter, inquiry letter, quotation letter, acceptance letter for different kind of situations, and personalized stand letters, enquiries, customers, complaints, collection letters, and sales promotion letters, application letters, and memos. These letters are common to almost all the business organizations. While writing the letter, it is important to customize them as per the needs, likes, and dislikes of the reader as well. And in a nutshell, business correspondence should be courteous, concise, and complete. And keyword sections are here under this. If you feel any words are difficult, you just refer this section, and self-assessment questions also here. So you just refer this section. There is almost 6 questions are there. Do it. In case any doubts, you can contact us anytime. It is very important for your term and examination also. And reference sections is here. And also there is appendix sessions. These are the specimens for many letters we already discussed, so you just go through one by one. If you have any doubts, you just contact us also, we will also explain. Okay, these all are the specimen letters we already discussed in business letters. Okay, and and email also there. Okay, one by one is here. It is very helpful for you. You just go through once. Maybe there is term and examination, maybe questions are for any letters, so you can frame from these examples, right? Okay, appendix M, specimen layout, and that much. And next is unit 11 that we will discuss on next video. So this is appendix M is the specimen for layout for an email. So this is the last specimen, that is appendix M. Okay, so you just refer till this for unit 10. In case any doubts, you just contact us anytime. And for more MBA videos, you just do like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.
i-tutor Academy presents Ignou Mba complete syllabus coverage classes for individual students, semester-wise subject with online and flexible timing. For more details, contact on +916 238 21785.